Welcome back to FFB, amigos. And we're in for a big one today. Champions League. Champions League, Barcelona, big teams, action-packed, where Chelsea deserved to be after a long time. We already faced a powerful Bayern Munich that is having an amazing season, that stole Lucho Diaz from Liverpool, that is crying and suffering. And today, it's back on. Game on. Chelsea is famously a team that Barca, the most powerful Barca ever, the Messi Barca, also always struggled against and is said to be one of those teams that Barca did not enjoy playing. Since then, it's a different Barca. It's certainly a different Chelsea, different way of play. We don't have that power that wanted to kill the tiki-taka that these guys did before. But still, we're different. We're a youthful team. We have the Stamford Sink, my boy Matt. Good to see you, man. So happy to see you in the chat. Thank you for joining. Nashra, thank you for much for coming on. Hit up the comments. I will start setting up a poll here in a minute. Just give a chance for more people to come and join us. So excited to have people. As you know, this is my favorite thing. Being a creator, to me, my claim to fame, my favorite thing to do by far is absolutely doing these lives. So we have everything set up. We got our score going. We're ready to go. Olise or Yamal overall. I think that's a tricky one because, you know, there's always context that you need when you have these conversations. Are you talking about right now, overall, lately, in the future, this season, etc.? But I think the majority of those, my friend Nashra, the answer to that is Yamal. He is far younger, displayed talent far sooner than them, already playing in a bigger team, already being the leader and master of the team, and already having a couple of crises where he's not handling some of the off-field stuff very well. So being so young, he's so heavily advanced. So I think it has to be Yamal, unfortunately. It just past, current, and in the future. But I would not. Olise is a big monster of a beast that I wish we would have in our team or would have liked having in our team, so I won't complain. Devin's dead. How goes it, brada? Welcome to the stream, man. Excited to have you. Things are going great, man. I can't complain. I'm excited. It's Champions League night. We're back at Stamford Bridge against one of the legendary teams. This is where Chelsea belongs. This is where we want to be. This is the result we're going to get today. We're excited. We have a young team. We're on a winning run. It doesn't get any better than that right now, amigos. This is the best time. This is when you want to face them. And I think we have players. We really miss Cole Palmer. I think he lives for this kind of game. But I'll tell you, everybody knows I'm a Moises Caicedo fan. I am a self-declared Moy boy. And I'll tell you that exactly this kind of match, which is going to be extremely demanding for him, I think that's the difference maker. Because they have a Yamal, we may have an Estevao. They might have, they have talent here and there. We have nothing like Lewandowski in our team. I'll look at the lineups right now. Lewandowski, I was hoping he'd get injured or something because I think that's the difference. Lewandowski could be a total nightmare and pin back your two center backs. But I love what Fofana has been doing and the way I've seen him mark a lot of teams. I love what he can do up in the air. I love that he's got the speed. But, of course, Lewandowski is one of those legends. There's somebody was telling me he's over the hill. He's not. He's smacking in goals. He's kicking butt. He's doing amazing. And, we're just something we're going to have to deal with. Let's get into the lineup a little bit here. We're seeing the Gusto James thing, and people don't like Gusto. Everybody knows that's been watching me. I am a Gusto fan. I just think he's asked to play one of the most complex positions, more so even than Cucurella with less experience, I would say, what's asked of him. Because Cucurella usually is like one or two ways of playing. Gusto's called in to do different stuff. However, he's on the field. Sanchez, we know, is in goal. And then we got Fofana and Chalobah in the center backs. I'm a Chalobah boy. I love Chalobah. Huge fan. He really puts pride into that shirt, into his performance. He plays for the team. He's a true blue, proper Chelsea. And Fofana, I think, for this kind of game might be good. I wouldn't have been surprised they put in Towson, which is taller, maybe a little bit stronger to wrestle with Lewandowski a little bit. But I think I'm okay with what's going on there. Cucurella on the left, Reece James and Caicedo in the middle. I think that makes us pretty strong. And I think obviously that's to put Enzo Fernandez in the 10, which is the central 10 rather than the second one coming in when he plays as a double 6. Estevao. Everybody happy to see Estevao on the right. And Garnacho on the left. The one is tricky. I don't understand. Pedro Neto coming in at the 9. We'll have to see what that means in terms of strategy or play, given that we have... It's kind of insulting that you have 2 full 9s and a half 9 sitting on the bench, and in Barcelona you decide to start. So strategically, I'm assuming, not even strategically, kind of obvious, we're going to hit that high line. We like that high line, and Pedro, in a couple of games where he played as the 9 against a high line, which was 10 minutes maybe because we usually face lower blocks, he proved that he can do it, and he's got that speed, amigos. So I'm assuming Maresca's saying they're going to make the mistakes, perhaps similar to, or hopefully that they do, that were made by PSG against us. And if they do that, then yeah, we're running in behind you, something fierce, terrifying, scary, with the speed of Pedro Neto, Garnacho, and Esteban. Yeah, I mean, it's a solid team. It is a little bit of Tinker Mania, man. I'm not gonna see. I'm thinking of my friend Matt there. I wonder what he's thinking. Thank you for the good luck words, for the Stamford Sink guys. Go check him out. He's one of my favorite content creators, Chelsea creators. Amazing channel, the Stamford Sink. He's got the class, the talent, nice graphics, very professional. For somebody who just started, he's already soaring and flying. He's going places, man. So check him out. Absolutely. And he tends to have, he's a very positive guy on Chelsea, more so than me. I can be miserable. I can be very critical. He's pretty positive. And yet then he does have a little bit of issue with our friend Enzo Maresca and his tinkering ways sometimes. And it seems here that he is doing a little bit of tinkering with, I think, the Gusto James double up. But I think you're foreseeing speed on that wing, which is reasonable against Barca. And the Pedro Neto in the 9. I just don't like... It's a false 9. We're playing with a false 9. That's what that means. The only way that makes sense is to run in behind. The problem is I don't see in a regular or a different transition when Barca enter in a mid to low block how we're going to carry that line. So in other words, if you have possession, I think that's going to be tricky for us. We're designed, the way this is looking, to run in behind. Score prediction of the game. Amigo, don't do this to me. I'm always scared to do it. I'm going to talk with my heart. I'm going to ignore my heart's going to say, my blue-tinted glasses, Chelsea win 2-1. But, ooh, Ferran, Lewandowski, Yamal up top. Garcia, De Jong, Lopez in the middle. Let me see the weaknesses. I mean... Yeah, I'll keep it at that. I'm just going to keep it there. I don't want to say anything. I just want to stay positive. But I think something inside me, my footballing brain, says that the result might be different than that. The thing about us, man, the thing about Chelsea is that we really are a team that on any given day, this particular team can beat anybody. We can really beat anybody. We can kick butt. So I'm going to say final prediction just because I'm happy. 2-1 Chelsea. But look, we can win. I promise you, we can win this game 4-0, man. We can win this game, not 4-0, 4-1. We really can. If they have a bad night, they push that high line and their luck a little bit too much, we can kill them. And I'll tell you that much. But in the same way, defensively, I think we can struggle if we are stretched to attack and they counter our counter. Can't forget, Yamal can score on anybody at any given time. I think Garnacho has a huge job to do to provide coverage for Cucurella. And we know like Cucurella has to attack. He's probably going to be pinned. Or we're just going to drop into that James making that line of 3, line of 4 in the back to try to give us some hope. A way of contending with Yamal. Because Yamal, even with everybody in the right place, Lamine Yamal can take on 2-3 players and just put a curler in better than nobody's business. That's just a reality. So if Cucurella decides to bomb forward, as you will a couple of times during the game, and that space is left, that job between Garnacho and Cucurella to make sure that pressure is put on that side of the field, be it Kunde or the young or obviously Yamal, starts pushing forward, that at least everybody is manned, that we don't leave a 2-on-1 situation there, because I think we'll be toast. So I'm just curious in that shift that we always have on the right hand side, right? What is Gusto gonna do versus James? Which one is gonna be the right back? Which one is gonna come into midfield? And are they gonna run that line of 3, line of 4 in there? If so, how often? So I'm just curious to see how that plays out. There it is. The anthem, amigos, is coming. The beautiful Champions League ball just handed over to the kid. Just so you guys see where I'm at. Team's just walking out. We have Sanchez on camera, Cucurella, Moises, Enzo, Malagusto, Chalo. Fofana. Actually, I love that dude, man. I wish he could stay fit for longer periods of times. I think he could be the main man or one of a starting player for France, certainly for Chelsea. In today's football, he's got the speed, he's got the agility. I think he could, he could be a world-class player. You got the Barca fans on camera. I'm gonna start getting ready to start the timer, man. I've made that mistake multiple times in the past, where I failed to start the clock in a timely fashion. I will not fail you today, amigos. Here we go. These are the champions. We are the world champions. We are the champions. Barcelona happens to be first, if I'm not mistaken, in La Liga. Let's double check that. No, they just got beat out. They were. Now they're second, 1 point behind Real Madrid. And obviously, those are the top two. And a couple of points clear. It doesn't seem that bad yet. 13 matches in. There's only 3-4 points between the fourth and first place in Spain. But Barca seems to be doing well. They moved from this transition period that they were in now into a more solid setup that they have now, more mature. I guess. Well, not mature because they're young. They do have Frankie De Jong. They do have certainly Lewandowski for experience. It's a good mix. But this transition where they were suffering, they couldn't make many purchases. And here we go. We got the lineup again for Chelsea, which we know, but they're showing it right now. As always, amigos, I say this in every live. They display us as a 4-2-3-1, and I don't see us sit in that formation more than actually at any point during the game. It's very rare that we set up either in any of the transitions, not in transition, not in defensive, not in the low block, not when countering. Now it's just not the way we set up. But I guess the TV people have to put something up, and that's how we claim our lineup. Probably the easiest way to understand. Our double pivots are never in the same place. It's really rare that we have our two sixes, in this case, actually sitting as double sixes during long periods of the time. One runs up into a 10, or they switch out. Cucurella holds that spot while another one attacks, or Gusto goes up in the 10. So it's really hard to determine our shape, man, in those terms. Let's see, Captain James. Captain, oh my captain. Man, what a luxury to have Lewandowski, to be honest. I mean, people were saying like he's old, whatever, man. That's just, I guess you don't know or don't see football the same way that I do. He's a goal scorer. And he's a goal scorer surrounded by runners and very agile, people with the ball at their feet. Probably one of the best right wings in the world. Certainly one of the best young players in the world. I think Lamine is the best young player right now in the world. But there he is, Estevao, coming up right behind you, man. Let's see what's gonna happen. You know, a lot of people are saying, like, let's not put expectations on Esteban, but we line him up as a starter against Barcelona. So you tell me what that means exactly. There we go. Ready to start. I have my finger on the trigger. Ready to go, man. Finger on the trigger, ready to go. Getting this started. Balls out to be a mood. We've got man on the ball. As soon as I hear the whistle. And we're off. And we are off. Come on, Chelsea. I hit it when I might be a second off because I hit it when I heard I played with the whistle, man. That's what I was told. But I'm good. It was Exo Enzo that took him 2 seconds to kick off. We're matched up, amigos. We're ready for this. What was that? Is that? I think I see something on Chalaba's hand. Not too excited about that. I hope it's just like a fashion statement, brother. It's not even his wrist, looks like his hand. Okay, ball up to the false 9 who brings it down. Decent job for a teeny tiny false 9. That's like putting the Lewis up there in the 9 position. High line Chelsea, high press. Barcelona very patiently holding positions. I'm surprised. I think Caicedo said good evening to, I don't know, it was Chalobah said good evening to Lewandowski. So let him know what's up. Let's see what happened. Nice little stomp on his foot and a little hand to the face. If we don't get a card, I hope we don't. No, not to the face, to the shoulder. Okay. Good man. If you got a card, I'll kill you. But if you didn't, give him a little stepsy on his foot. Little Hansi Flick action. Mr. Bean. Big up, Kai. What up, amigo? Good to see you here, man. Thanks for coming, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for dropping by. Everybody check out Behind the Dugouts. Great Chelsea creator. Good friend. We sometimes do some streams, some live. We're looking at some collabs soon. Very knowledgeable. Tends to agree with me with a couple of opinions as of late. And I am a disagreeable fool, so I appreciate that. Thanks for joining, Kai. If you're still around there, both Kai and or Matt, I want to see your score predictions, please, on here. See, that's what I think we're going to try to do. Play a ball over the top against the high line. Look at that space they give us. Esteban on the right. Exciting stuff. Takes on his man. Gets a corner kick. Vamos! Esteban! Come on. This is your night, son. This is your night. Behind the Dugouts, 2-1 Chelsea. That was mine. That was mine, amigo. I hope we're right. Nice little cross in. Oh, it's on the line. Is it in? It's in. Oh, Enzo is not properly celebrating. Handball. Come on. Was it FIFA? Who? That's good, though. That's good. That puts them on their back heels a little bit starting. Man, the sensation. The feeling that you get when Esteban faces his man. I know this happened seconds before the actual play that we're talking about right now. But I feel like something's going to happen. I haven't felt that so long, especially with Palmer out. And to be honest, there were 3 months, amigos, last year when we had our dip, which I hope doesn't happen this season, that Palmer was just stuff wasn't working out for him. He was trying hard. He's always trying hard. He was dropping deep. I saw him fall back all the way to the left back position trying to pick up the ball and make something happen. and he was suddenly he couldn't find the target. His shots would be off, all kinds of madness. So even him, it's not like he was able to do it all season. Even then, he had mad stats. Okay, here we go. Chalo, 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 va. Open to the left. Cucurella in his hair on the left-hand side. Okay, we pulled him out. You pulled him out for the press. Sanchez does well to play back to Cucurella on the left. One line beat, move the ball quick. Move the ball quick. If we go through that, see, then you allow him to set again. Okay. Since the beginning of the game, and we need to calm nerves, I can live in that world. But the whole point, amigos, of doing this, of drawing the press in, is that then you have to play the ball fast so you don't allow them to settle. What a terrible pass into Caicedo. Now all alone, that's a goal. Holy Maloney. Ferran. Ferran misses a ball. Misses a shot. That you deserve to lose after that. A horrible mistake from the Chelsea defense. Throws a brick to Caicedo. Can't control it. Ferran all on his lonesome. One-on-one with the keeper. His first touch, actually very decent. Sets it up nicely. He's just finished his poorly. Sanchez, for some reason, was going to the different side of goal. To the opposite side of goal. So he wasn't ball watching. He was guessing that. And we should be one down. And that's the reality. That's what I'm scared about. See, these guys know how to attack. We're not great at defending yet. Come on, Balde. Estevao for the press. I do say another thing. I guess the other advantage of having Neto is that he's a hell of a presser. So he'll press down in the middle. Okay, Gusto up now to press, which means James... Ooh, Fofana was all the way up there in the press. Wow. That means we're leaving a little space in the back for a counter. Yes, control. Good, James. Yeah, let's reset. That's when I'm okay playing side to side or playing it back. You need to reset the play. You're under pressure. Don't lose the ball. But then we're inviting the press to Sanchez. Good. He clears. Ooh, nice. Estevao brings the ball down. The Pearl. That's what they call, you guys that don't know. Fernandez is called La Perla. They call him the Pearl in Spanish. Cucurella cross in. Come on, Cucurella. Vamos, Cucurella. Ball in. Short. Fernandez controls. Gets horribly fouled by Yamal pushing him in the back like a psycho killer. Caicedo in the box. I think he was going to lose that ball. Did he not lose it? I think it was out. It wasn't. James, take a shot! Vamos! Yes. Shot on target. Captain James. Decent shot. I'm surprised Caicedo did not lose the ball there. Wow. And he put one sweet pass into James, who takes a good shot. Good play. Come on. The young, unbelievably still in that team. He had a lot of friction. Caicedo, I think he fouled for a free kick, but no. Oh no, Gusto doesn't know where the ball's at. Ball chipped in. Ferran in the box. They effed up. Okay, now I expect that to be, yes, a great pass from James into Pedro Neto. If nobody's coming, you have to just win the... Yeah, there you go. Ooh, he found Garnacho. I have no hopes for Garnacho, by the way, in this game. Everybody, which is nobody on the stream right now, but that knows me by now, I'm not a Garnacho fan. I think he's okay. It's just this... Oh, Gusto. Gusto did almost amazing. Ferran. Ferran. Frenkie de Jong. Barca playing from the back. Chelsea in a mid to low block, as I like it against this team. Why? Because then they draw their high line that we can exploit. See that recovery. You know that Caicedo is going to give you 2 or 3 recoveries that you will turn into a counter. If we move as a block, we'll be okay. So we defend a 4-4-2, as you guys see there. We're 4-4-2 in defense. Uh-oh, Yamal. Man, he's good. He gets a bad pass in return. That he must have been offside. Would that count? Lewandowski taking a shot. Very aggressive. Barca peppering our box. Ooh, mama. Yeah, so it seems like, yeah, absolutely. Caicedo is in charge of taking care of Fermin. James is on the young to try to kill that transition. And that's why we're seeing the wide players sort of forced to try to make something happen. Because the middle seems a little bit congested. Chelsea's doing a decent job of holding them off. See, this part I don't like. We're kind of in a high press position. Okay, but I think we got away with it. When we're pressing that high, we really have to go as a block. If somebody fails to do that, we screw up. Dennis Caicedo, as promised, recovers high. Araujo tries to play out the back. Ooh. Reece James. Caicedo plays quickly to Gusto, who's sitting in that inside 10 spot. Estevao. Conservative. Estevao again. Conservative again. I bet you by the third one he'll take on his man. Oh, James, sir, what did you do? Lamine Yamal just punishes Cucurella like he's not there, plays through him. Nobody on the right-hand side. Well, James made it back. Woo! So did Gusto. They let us set. Frenkie to Lamine on the left, on our left, against 2. So, you know, sometimes Barca could seem very similar to us, but with a real 9 up top. That's some scary stuff. Cross in, as we spoke to a 9. They can't connect with it really well, so we seem to be safe for now. And that's the thing about Yamal, a player like him and potentially Estevao, which I hope he develops a strong cross too, is that Lamine Yamal has a strong cross. Like a decent one. Chalua pretty rough on his man there. And, you know, defenders then are scared to get too close to him because he'll make you look like a fool. He'll just take on his man very easily and just beat you if you get too close. But if you stand off, which is what the defender is going to prefer to do with him, you get a half meter, half yard to put in a cross. If you get good at that early cross, you can be very dangerous in the assist. We seem to have lost a little bit of control of the game. Lamine beats his man again and again and chips in a ball. Not read. They didn't read him. Amazing. It's very easily how Lamine Yamal just kind of does what he wants there. I'm very unhappy with the decision so far to play Neto as a false 9. I would understand that if we were at Barcelona. That means I think you you believe you're not going to have much possession of the game and that you're going to beat that high line. Because why not have a proper 9 when in attack to draw the line and create space for Estevao, as you see Lewandowski doing now in Barcelona. So we'll see if Barca maintain that high line periods of time, we're able to exploit it. That's fine. But playing a false 9 when you have 2.5 9s in the bench may come back to bite us in El Culo, amigos. Araujo unpressed. Like, why not press him? I don't know. See, this is what weird. So Estevao's going for the press. Now everybody's got to go. Look at Lewandowski hold off that ball and play in that pass. That's what a good number 9 does. Man, that was dangerous. Sanchez does well to come out. Something's off. Something's wrong. Off for Min again. He's getting beat up. He got hit last one. Looks like he took a hit with Sanchez now. Yeah, that's not much you can do about that. I'm hearing the crowd at least a little bit, which is good. It's needed. Chalo ba into Cucurella, trying to play out quickly. Nice into Caicedo under pressure. He breaks the press. Got a Nacho, which I have not seen in this game yet. I think the pro's offside. Yep, Enzo Fernandez is offside. Nothing for the Pearl. Estevao, foul. But not a card-worthy foul. Interrupted the play. Well done, young man. Kunde on the right. Lamine. Ooh. Lamine Cuckoo. Nice little battle. Cuckoo tried to play out quickly. He did not. He couldn't. Come on, Cuckoo. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Neto in the 9 again. Sucking. Not his fault. Oh, Caicedo. Was that Caicedo? Jesus Christ, you freaking animal. Monster beast. I love you. Man, that must suck to get... Estevao, come on. It must suck to get hurt like that. This is why I'm pissed off also without this false 9 thing. Because you're hurting... God damn, Caicedo. Look at that recovery, man. You're just a fucking animal. It's a huge disservice to Estevao to not play with a 9. Cucurella. Vamos, Cucurella. Okay, so now, this is what we look like, right? Like James. Oh, yes! Gusto. Wow, their goalkeeper was on point, son. On point. Neto, the young little battle there. They're going to get the foul for sure. a little bit too rough. Little bit too rough. Gusto seemed to be on side there. Okay. The Pearl. Through the middle. Plays out to Cucurella. Playing wide to Garnacho. It's 20 minutes, Garnacho. Get in the game. Okay. Played the ball back. That's fine. He didn't lose the ball. We need more, but for now he didn't lose the ball. Come on. Robert Sanchez. Into James. Playing wide. F5 Fofana. Into James. They seem to be swapped out for now. James sitting in the center back position. Long ball from Chalaba. I have not hopes for. But we get the ball from the rebound. Caicedo in the middle. Into James. Opens wide. Into Estevao. Oh, no, it's Gusto. Gusto wide there instead of inside. F5 Fofana to Chalaba. James. Okay, look up, sir. Yes, look up. There we go. Estevao sort of in the 10. Plays nicely wide. To Garnacho. That's not the time, Garni. Oh, he got a foul. Good. We drew a foul. Dangerous spot. He didn't do anything to draw it. Koundé just kicked him. It was not a great first touch. Gave the opportunity for Koundé to throw a foot in. Got ourselves a free kick. James. Please. Please, Reece James, take this shot. Please, Reece James, be the one to take this shot. And I've been calling for this shot for the longest time, which is that curler. That curler that, if untouched, might bounce right in front of the keeper near one of the posts. That way, somebody touches it on either team, you can get something. And if they don't, it'll be hard for the keeper to predict that. The old Willian shot. We need that one. I'm not sure why we have 3 people there, but okay. It means we might play somebody wide to put a cross in. Estevao on the ball. Also. Ooh, it's not going to be James. Estevao called to put in the cross. Nice ball in. Estevao! Vamos! Please don't be offside. Please don't be offside, the Pearl. Oh, he's offside. Let's see what happens. Okay. Chalaba and Fofana seem offside. Do they touch the ball? I mean, they intervene because he's doing the thing with the head. Yo, he's speaking in Spanish. I wonder where the ref is from. Fernandez speaking to him in Spanish. Come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea. Okay, there's going to be a VAR check. If I understand this to be the issue, is that Fernandez is not on offside. So the question is, does somebody intervene or touch the ball? And he doesn't touch it. He doesn't touch it. Oh. Yeah, he doesn't touch it, but I guess the rule, he's trying to touch it, manages to, he intervenes in the play, even though he doesn't touch the ball. But I'm glad we put a little fear in their butthole. Because they were doing a little too good for my taste. Nice, Estevao! Yeah, Pedro Neto, please, 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 no! Oh, you one-footed amigo. Oh, man. What a beautiful pass. What a beautiful pass, Esteban. Pedro Neto, oh, man. He's just very left-footed. Ball was a little bouncy. He went for power. I'm surprised he didn't try to cross it to the other post. I hope this doesn't bite us in El Poto, bro. Doesn't bite us in the Bangholio. Bangholio. Okay. We put the ball in the back of the net and we had a one-on-one chance. Of course, we don't have a number 9 on the field. We probably would have finished that better, but that's the conversation I'll complain about in the match review. I guess the idea is to have that Neto run in behind like he did there. But in that example, for example, that's where the play comes up, right? There was a high line. You recover the ball. You're able to play through. I mean, yes, he's faster than the Flash. But I think a number 9 is, João Pedro, certainly sharp to that run, aware of that run, and would have made that run also, maybe with a better finish. Ooh, Malagusto came in strong. Estevao gonna take on his guy. Does an amazing little play to the Pearl. Open wide. Garnacho, come in the game. Get in the game. Caicedo, La Perla. La Pearl Fernandez. Cucurella. Okay, we have him we got him against the ropes right now. Yes. Ooh. I think he could have been offside, Gusto, maybe. With this result... Oh, I didn't see the Champions League. I think they were showing the Champions League table with this result, which is important. This is a big result for us. We need to avoid that amount of extra games with the injuries and stuff. Chalobah plays back. They're coming in the press. Sanchez plays in the middle. Dangerous, but nice into Caicedo. Was allowed to turn and face his opponent, who Estevao is allowed to face. There's a huge hole. This is where you score. What are you doing, Estevao? You should have let that pass go. You should have played Neto through. Come on. Garnacho, I don't have no... Yes! Yes! Ooh, finally. Garnacho put in a cross. Thank you. And Fernandez did it. Okay, the goal has to come now. Good, Garnacho. Yes. I don't think he intended to do that, but still. Good, get in the game, son. He's back. He's in the game. That's what we need. Ooh, that has to be offside, no? Cuckoo! That's a goal! Was he offside? No. Yes! Vamos! Goal! Vamos, Chelsea! Vamos! 1-0. That was horrible. I don't care what happened, how it went in. It's in. It's in. It's in. Ooh, yeah. Man, we needed that. That was the time they were under so much pressure. That's where we needed to happen. It happened. Chelsea 1-0. So we made a fool of them in the corner kick. Ooh, I'm telling you, I told you Cucurella was offside there. I told you guys. That's why I didn't want to celebrate too much. And then it was just like extremely lucky Neto rebound situation. But I think Cucurella is offside, amigos. I think Cucurella is offside. What are they? Oh, that's nobody's. That's a Barca goal. The last two people to touch it before went in. It's Koundé Ferran. Like the last 4 touches before the ball rolled in were Barca. But yeah, it's an offside as predicted. God. Uh-oh. Oh no, we got the goal. We got the goal. We got the goal. Yes. Oh, yes, mama. Okay. We're good to go. But you see in that play what I said in the middle, we were able to feed our midfielder, Caicedo, who was able to turn in space. And that ball is just happening over and over. Fernandez in the run. Finds Garnacho. You need the shot shoot on target, amigo. He couldn't control it. He couldn't control it. James. Okay. Barrage. It's been a barrage. Barrage. We're doing really well right now. We're doing really well, and when we're doing really well, amigos, we have to get something for it. Look at the high press. Uy, Caicedo, no. Fofana really high up the pitch with his man all the way back. Chelsea 6, perfect. This puts us in the direct qualification spots for the next round, where Chelsea must remain, live, belong. Lamine put down to the ground. Did we recover? Is it a foul? Will they let us play? Come on, Fernandez. Oh, but Estebal's got it. Yeah, I knew it was going to be. They weren't going to play that through. Estebal. I insist again. And so really screw that up. They recover. Lamine. Very good job, Chalaba. Attentive to that through ball. Pressing on Frankie. Pressing Frankie. Ooh, now Estebal's up to press. Caicedo really well to anticipate. Ooh, Lewandowski. Caicedo's Caicedo. We're playing. Acres of space behind Esteban. Easy shot from Lamine Yamal. Very difficult to take that shot. I feel we need Garnacho to get back in the game. Esteban, take on your man. Take on. There you go. No free kick. Open. Garnacho. Oh, what did they hit? And he still missed. But what did they hit? What was that? Foul. I gotta move this light. I'm getting the sun right and smack in my face to the extreme. Man, I'm so happy we got that goal. Game on. Oh no, they played nicely. Oh no, they played nicely. They waited for Lamal, who makes it in, takes on Cucurella into the box, and gets a corner kick. No corner kick. Cuckoo! 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 Cucutile baci. Cucurella silent. I just don't. I don't want to say until the end of the game, because then this little kid will come and kill us. You gotta be careful with Lamine Yamal. But right now, it looks good, amigos. I think Cucurella is controlling Lamine Yamal really, really well. And we're doing the business. 35 minutes in. Frankie de Jong. I think I'm okay with where we sit right now. Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal. Your mom. Lamine, your mom. We've done really well defensively so far. Or we've done enough. But remember, this is good. It's a quality team here. Pedro Neto. Did he get a little throw in for us? .36-minute Chelsea up high pressing. Lewandowski dropping really deep to make something happen. Ferran trying to play through Barcelona. After the slight little barrage that we gave them for 10 minutes, haven't found their football again. Esteban holding up the play really well. James, look up. James, look up. Play quick, man. Chalobah does what James should have done, but he obviously is not James, so the pass is not great. Ooh. Fofana. Moy. Cuckoo. Man, they're giving us... Look at that space. There's now press on Cucurella. He made it all the way into the midfield line. Garnacho yet to be found. He had one little play, but yet to be found. Caicedo trying to play that through ball, which I think is the right thing to do. We just haven't... Ooh, acres of space, Fermin. He ran into Gusto, who ran back to recover. Thank you, sir. Gusto. Why don't we play the player through there, those balls? I'm not very clear. Esteban to Pedro. Play it out. Yeah, okay. Garni, come on, bro. Good man. Good man. Okay. He tried. Okay, that's going to be a nice cross in by Fernandez. What? Free kick? Offside? Not offside there. Enzo. I think I need more from Garnacho. I need more from Garnacho, amigos. Gusto. $40-minute mark in 10 seconds. Chelsea doing the business. Again, I don't see how the Neto thing served us. Play on, he says. Estevao at space. Ooh. Had a little... He was hard for him to control that first ball, but could have been through. Gusto gets a little stop for his troubles. Yeah. That hurts. Bet you butt. Looks like we're sort of dying out, killing out the game. Killing off the game right now, slowing it down a little bit. And if does the Koundé own goal count? Does the guy with the assist count an assist to an own goal? Because in this scenario, it's not like you gave him a good pass or anything. There was 4 Barcelona touches. Very unlucky on that goal. That's a freak goal that we got. I'll take it all day long. Don't doubt for a second. That was a freak goal that we got. Chelsea line really high, 42nd minute. Interesting. That leaves their center backs to try to play out. Nobody was pressing there on the left. What's the trigger? I think there's doubt between Pedro Neto and Gusto. They're arguing there on when the press happens. I was going to say, why are they not playing long balls but into Lewandowski? There they tried to play Fermin, but because Lewandowski's dropping deep too often. I'm not trying to give tips to Barca, but I'm just saying Lewandowski should be holding the line, not dropping deep. I think he's dropping deep because of our strength in midfield, so they're trying to create more people. Lewandowski foul on Chalo, bomb. Let's see. Yeah. Foul, but Marcus Rashford. I mean, that's the kind of guy that might come in and ruin your night. Not because he's really that good or whatever, but because it's just the storyline, right? Like the guy that left the Premier League and, you know, is out of favor and is trying to build a new career in Barca. Of course, that butthole comes in and whoops us for some reason. So I am scared of that change. And he was called upon for this match more so if you ask me. Oh. I think both keepers expected Chelsea to have more possession. Ooh, yes, red card, daddy. Oh, Araujo. No excuses now, CFC. We got to take this game. Now they're screwed. Oh, man, I feel almost sad for them. Now they're in trouble. Now I feel almost bad for them because what are you going to do now? You got to bring in center back. I mean, Koundé could cover in center back, and then you have another right back to come in. You're just going to sacrifice now. And the game is now falling into the CFC's hands. That's a red card? Was it a direct or a double yellow? Or let's see. Yeah, that's a yellow. I thought, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely yellow. It's a really, he went in intense. And he knows it, and he doesn't argue. In the flick, Mr. Bean gives him the old handsy as Araujo leaves the field. And now, Hansi Flick has to invent something, man. There's going to be some change, and I would do it now. See, I don't think he's doing it. No changes yet. That means they're short one center back and certainly weaker in the air. Do not play. You better play the ball in with Araujo out. Play in for a header. Play it into Fofana. Well, they didn't. No, they should have played it. They should have played a cross into the header. When one of their main center backs, aerial threats in the air, is not on the field, one less guy, put the ball in for the header. But they don't. Wow, they do really well to play out. Very risky. Not this fast. But so is Neto. Okay. Okay, I think those, that intensity, Chelsea, look, I think it's not good that we don't have a striker on the field. I will claim that, even though we're one up. It doesn't mean that you're up because of the result. I think we're up despite, we're up because of the result, yes, but that we're up because of the setup of who's on the field. No, I don't think that's the case. And I think we're up despite that. We got that lucky goal. You're getting a little sloppy. Yes. Okay, you have somebody behind you. Good job. All right, man, if you want to just see this out, sir, I'm okay with you just seeing this out. You are allowed to see this out right now. Nobody's going to get mad at you. All right, looks like we're going to see it out. That's it. We're just going to see it out, and that's it. And that's okay, amigos. And that is A-okay. All right. End of the first half. I think we're up despite not having a striker on the field. Not because of it. That's my claim. I think we should have seen a striker there. I think we saw a difference, but I'm not going to complain. We have the result. And that's all that matters. We got our result right now. And that barrage that we laid on them for, I would say, 20 minutes, just amazing. And that's what has that amount of pressure that we put on them. Barca made I think, are making a huge mistake in transition. I don't think it's smart that they have Lewandowski dropping deep. I understand the concept of trying to have Lewandowski drop deep to have more people to populate that midfield, where, of course, being Caicedo there is really strong. Very good half, Kai. Exactly, man. My only complaint, because I'm in a negative Nancy, is I don't think the not having a striker on the field is the right move, and we had a goal that the last 3 touches were Barca touches. Crazy freak goal. But we had the opportunity to score. We generated. We did it. We gave them, I want to say, a solid 15, 20 minutes that it was a nightmare we should have scored on. That's the reality. Again, in games like these, I think we're getting away with that in that sense. Because when you have those opportunities, you have to put them away. But we're up. The first half we won. We did better than them. Now they have a red card. And that actually scares me, because now it's like, it's a formality. Now we have to do the business. We have to be pro, show order, maturity, put the game away. In our scenario, That's what's tricky because you knew what they were going to do with 11 men. You know, they're going to try to hit that high mark at times. Let me see what you said. Now they have a red card to bring on a striker, but the Neto thing has worked with the high line. I mean, it's worked in what sense? I don't think he did anything particularly that another striker couldn't have done, that Joao Pedro couldn't have done, for example. But look, I don't think it's been a bad thing. I think there's times where we missed having a striker both in the box and leading the line, but it worked. I'm not gonna. I just believe in saying what sometimes saying stuff when we're doing well, because then it sounds like I'm a complainer when it doesn't go well. If I say it when we're not a goal up or something, but I saw things in movement that I prefer a 9 be there, because I think that's why we struggle to see a little bit more of Estevao also, is that lack of movement. He'll do a run in behind, but he's not pinning back any defenders really. And being so small, he held up the ball pretty decently a couple of times, but obviously a striker could do better on those. In any case, we have the result so far, and it's good. I think it's tricky now because you don't know what Barca you're going to get the second half with one man less. And yes, it's one man less, so there should be no excuse. We need to put this game away. But you don't know what to do in the sense like, are they going to surrender the high line? Are they going to drop into a low block and try to counter? They don't really do that. Oh, yeah. Of course, Matt. You know I'm always about the striker, man. Yeah, I think all of us are. All of us like the fact that Chelsea should play with a striker. And that, first, we're looking at the highlights. That 5th-minute miss ruined Barca's life completely. Now we're looking at the 23rd minute. Estevao plays in Neto nicely. That's my point. I think a striker were supposed to do better than what he did there on his right foot, which is really bad. Now I'm seeing the Garnacho cross into Fernandez, which I think Garnacho needs to step up. Definitely needs to step up. Behind that space behind Yamal, there's gonna be opportunity. I don't think he made the most of it. Then the offside goal that I call it, the Cucurella. Yeah, but guys, yeah, I think we should have started this match with a striker. So if you ask me now, even more so, absolutely. And I'm curious, what are they going to do? Who are they going to bring in to cover the center back slot? I'm assuming Christensen, which would be interesting and good to see him back at Stamford Bridge. And I'm glad they got the red card, man, because I was really worried for the second half to see Rashford come in, to be completely honest. I think it's just the magic of football, the kind of feel what would have happened bringing him on. He would have had a good night against us, just as the way it is. Yes, man. Enzo is putting in the hard work. Most of the time he does. He's just sometimes not match sharp, I've noticed. Like, he's not that physically intense. He puts in the miles always, but sometimes he's a little short on sharpness. Today he's fighting out there. He's distributing the ball. He's doing... And I think that's my point, Matt. I think... Now to Matt and Kai. I think that precisely what allows you to do that for somebody like Estevao to do his thing is that and Enzo arriving late is to have that threat 9 pinning people down. And we've seen even when Gu did it, we saw that Gu goal taking on his man. He pushes the line forward, and then Enzo arriving late in the box is able to score. So I think, Maresca, listen to you. God help us. We see something. I think we're past the doing something defensive at this stage. I think he certainly has. He's past that. I wouldn't be upset if he doesn't make any changes right now. Just to see how Barca. It's kind of on them, right? They just got the red card. Didn't you guys find, or I find crazy that when we had that set piece at the end of the game and Araujo is out, we don't put the ball in the box. Of course, we don't have the best headers, but we do have. I think Chalaba certainly and Fofana can certainly hit a ball in. I would have put that ball into one of those two kids because they're shook at that time. Their center back just left, but we didn't. And it's no big deal it didn't happen. So I think he's going to wait. Yeah, I agree, my friend Kai. Everybody on the chat, which I think is just you guys, but if anybody else, I think there's one or two. one of my regulars happens to be in here too. If you haven't checked out Behind the Dugouts and the Stamford Sink, friendly, really cool creators. Please go check them out. If you haven't, follow them because we need to support the Chelsea community as much as we can. And we all know by now that sometimes I can't make 4 or 5 videos a week. But if you're following several of us, you're going to get all the information that you need. And we're going to create a really cool community. So, yeah, I just don't think we'll see a change until we see how Barca is going to set up for the second half. And look, Hansi Flick, man, what can I say? I don't have any memories of Hansi Flick dealing with a similar circumstance, but I think he's going to play ball. I guess we'll have to see what changes he makes, but I think he's going to play ball. Man, I'm looking at their bench. I think he's just... This really ruins... Rafinha could have really damaged us. Rafinha is an amazing player. He was coming back from injury, I believe. He's not match sharp. I think he was just waiting out time, controlling the match, see if he can get something until he brings in Rafinha and or Marcus Rashford to get the result towards the end. That just got pooped on by this goal and certainly by this red card. Dumb red card by Araujo. 2 really intense, 2 yellows, both worth a yellow. He's a goner. Very unlucky goal. And he can't stay the way they were because their midfield is too weak. They left space in transition behind the midline. And sometimes, you got to be more aggressive. You got to stretch out the team a little bit. By that, I mean, I don't understand why they didn't pin Lewandowski in that half space, or when they were higher up against our center backs constantly instead of having him drop deep. I think it was more Lewandowski's frustration that had him dropping deep that often. Cucurella did well against Lamine Yamal. Did he protect him, take care of every ball that came at him? No, not at all. So yeah, I think it's ball to what's his face. Let's see who else is live of the amigos. The Blue Lounge is live. Wow, that's amazing.
We had anything to show the first half.
Let me just say, and hollering to my friend, the Blue Lounge.
But Chelsea, this is what we do. This is the Premier League.
I'm watching the Blue Lounge right now. He's talking about Chelsea. This is what we do.
We're literally out of the park.
This is what we do. It is.
Lewis in the house. Big up to you, my brother.
Big up to my brother Mo.
Lad,
Check him out if you guys haven't. The Blue Lounge.
You gotta be checking out his channel.
Really, really good creator. He happens to be live now too. Feel free to go visit him. I don't mind losing a view if you're gonna go see him. Definitely go check him out. Gay creator. But come back. You check him out. Give him a like, then come back.
South American. Great football fan.
Yeah, I'm just checking out who else is live today, man. Good to see the Blue Lounge live. Let's see who else. Stamford Sink live? Not today. Is Behind the Dugouts live? Not today. Those guys sometimes do it together, which is really fun. So if you follow the Stamford Sink or Behind the Dugouts, sometimes they do lives, sometimes they do them together, which is really cool. More than just having one dude like me talking his head off the whole time. So I hope to collaborate with them and others to make it more entertaining. But I'm not going to lie. I like having the ability to control this microphone and say whatever you want. And y'all going to have to chat if you disagree. So that's always fun. A little bit. What would I do is that if I was Barca in this scenario? I don't know the profile of all their players, right? So I think Christensen's going to be the man that's going to come in at center back. And I would sacrifice. And I don't know if he trusts more Garcia or the young to stay in the middle. Because that's what it's going to be, right? A 4-3-2 or 4-4-1. I would go 4-4-1 to control the transition and just leave Lewandowski up top, and Yamal is the guy called to make that connect. And I would leave him very wide. Ooh, of course, we're going to make a change at halftime. When you don't think we need it, my friend Kai, he hasn't left. I think he's gone. I wonder what he's thinking right now. We decide to make a change at halftime when normally Chelsea fans were screaming out to Maresca to make changes earlier quite often. We want him to move sooner. And I think today when we're like, okay, it's okay, the red card just happened, let's give it a few minutes to see how they set up, he makes a change. My only guess, amigos, here is that change is just happening because of somebody needs a rest or somebody's injured. Yeah, he's pulling out Gusto. I actually like this setup. I wanted to see this for the longest time. Rashford on. They're keeping Lewandowski. Rashford on for Ferran Torres, which is the most offensive. So, dude, that's a pretty aggressive change. Who's covering center back? What? I'm Confucius. Did he not? What? Garcia in the center back? I guess he's playing Orkunde. Filling in that center back slot. Or is he going to do a line of 3? Very curious what he's doing. And Chelsea, which we normally, like I was saying, we normally press Maresca to make changes early. And today would be a day when we're like not too bothered. If he doesn't give another red card or not, we can see how they set up. He decides to do it today. And we're off. Barca played the ball quickly. Second half. Come on, you Blues. Vamos. They screwed up from the first minute. Caicedo gets the ball. Breaks the line. Tough. Puts a leg in. And he gets the foul. I would have thought it's the other way, but we try to play quick. Ooh, man. Kubarsi almost murdered the man. Wow, I'm very curious what they're doing in the back, Barcelona. And we're going to exploit it. I think this Gusto change makes sense. Now we should really control the match. Because Gusto was playing as an inverted fullback and attacking as he always does, whatever. That's something that Santos just parked there as a 6. Like doubling down on the fact they won't control the midfield. I can live in that world. Caicedo, nice ball in the box into Garnacho, who sucks! Garnacho. That should have been somebody to get out. Get that guy out, man. I don't like him, and let's get him out. Let's get him out. Get Garnacho out. Get Garnacho out. Get Garnier out. Get Garnier out. I don't want Garnacho in my house. I don't want Garnacho in my house. Get him out of my house. Get him, Garnacho, out of my house. Get that Nacho out of my house. I don't want no nachos in my house. Fernandez just trying to get a freebie. You got it. Why are we not? Okay, I understand. Okay, we don't believe that we have anybody in the box that can head the ball because there's no striker. João Pedro's not in there. And we just have our two center backs that can win that ball. Fofana and we just do this play again. If you end up putting in a cross, I swear I'll kill you. Man, what a waste. We've wasted 3 free kicks already in the same way. James sitting in that slot. Caicedo dropping as the last man until the 2 guys that ran up to get a header finally make it back. They weren't given the opportunity to do so. I swear to God, I don't want to. I'm gonna lose it if I see one of those plays again. Yes, we have possession, but a free kick like that, take a shot on target. Let James smack the ball on target. If you don't want to put a cross in. It's a bad ball into Garnacho. It's obviously not going to do anything with that poor man. Let's see what they're going to do. So this is, okay, how Barca's going to play out. So I'm assuming they have Cubarsí. Chips the ball. Terrible Barca. What a terrible play. Still trying that little flick. Those little flicks of the Hansi kind. No, just kidding. Those little flicks, I think, are very important to play through quickly when you're playing against a tight team. Of course, if you miss, you're kind of in trouble, but we saw João Pedro do a lot of that. Ooh. Caicedo doing his thing. Caicedoing it up. The Moy. The Moyle. The Moyle. Caicedo. Cuckoo on the left. In space. De Garnacho, you got one guy. Now the second guy came. But when there's one guy, your job is to take on your man. What a pass from Fernandez to Garnacho, who does really well. Puts the ball into the back. Goal! Vamos! Vamos! André Santos. Oh no. I'm sorry. I'm telling you about Garnacho, right? When I was gonna like be like Garnacho. Offside. I'm back to Garnacho sucks. I like living in a world where Garnacho sucks because that world is predictable to me. That world is a world where I am right. And all it requires is a change in personnel to make it better. Cuckoo does really well on Yaman. Really well on recovers. Into Garnacho. Into Cuckoo. They threw a brick at Cuckoo. Cucurella gets a yellow. Dude. I'm not sure that's a foul. Maybe the second leg that he left behind and clipped him. But he took the ball from behind there a little bit. I hope that yellow wasn't on Cucurella. Who got the... Ooh, ballsy play. Big mistake if you ask me. You know that playing out the back, you know, for a team like Barcelona at this stage, when you have one less player, Rashford, what a shit pass by Rashford, but his pressing's on point. Okay, they got 4 players here. Break that line quick. To the middle. Eso, Garnacho. There we go. Quick, Saido. Really bad pass, but the idea was good. John Garcia. Oof. James does to recover. Something spectac. The Pearl. Caicedo. Okay, Neto. Through the middle. Garnacho. Shit cross, but gets the corner kick. Is Maresca that got the yellow? Yes. Maresca, please get the yellow. Was it you? Yes, Maresca. It wasn't Cuckoo. Good. What are we going to do on this set piece again? We're going to play the ball low and then try to play through, of course. Apparently we have no faith in us in the air. Okay, James changes his mind. First post, obviously. 9 out of 10 are going to the first post to Chelsea and in other teams. I guess that happens when you don't trust your air power. Esteban nicely to Fernandez. André Santos puts a nice cross in. Fofana was there, so fair game. Rashford, who trying to get in the game, Yamal. Nice. Wow, André Santos really well into Estevao in space. He takes on his guy, humiliates him, puts in a box and takes a shot. Golazo, hijo de puta! Full goal! Estevao! And that's why he's supposed to play. And that's why he's supposed to start. Estevao. Oh, son. Oh, son. Qué bello es el fútbol. How beautiful is football. What a game. What a time. What a beauty to be a Chelsea fan and have this player. Thank you, gods of football, for Estevao. That's right. Terrible mistake playing out the back. André Santos. Estevao, man, he just does them nasty, dude. He does them both nasty and just tiny little movement. Boo boo, cuckoo. Half step just to create the space and smacks it in. You would have thought that any other striker, like there's no room. He just smashed the ball so hard. The goalkeeper should have done better. The goalkeeper should have done better. But Jesus. Oh, did I say Yamal? Don't even get me started. I hope I didn't. Estevao. Oh my God. I got too excited, too carried away. I probably saw the image of one while I was screaming the other. Yes. Estevao, Estevao, Estevao. Glory to the football gods, to the Chelsea fans. We are so lucky. I say it again. We are so blessed to be able to watch this young man play, to have him. And those who say protect him, they didn't decide to protect him today, and they started him against Barcelona. And that's the point. I think without him on the field, not only on this goal, but in general, the general threat that he is, we would not be the same team. And I think if we would have given him a striker in front of him, the damage would be larger. And Barca now with one less. Now we can play our possession football. But I'd rather we just continue to attack. And like my friend Kai from behind the dugout said, still a striker in, if you ask me. We play our game. We keep playing our game. We already have two double pivots. Now we have Andres Santos and Caicedo in the middle. You should not have any problems there. You have Reece James at right back, so that should be under control. And Fernandez can drop deep for possession and come in late in the box with a 9 that'll hold that up. I can hear Stamford Bridge. Oh, Lord, man, we needed to hear that. It's been a long, long time. I can hear them. Oh, no, Estebao, and again, against some poor bastard who's trying to press him. And he almost took him on again. Oh, mama. Both Esteban and Santos doing really well again. Both Esteban and Santos doing really well again. The Brazilian contingent, thank you. I think I'm going to start. I think I'm ready. I am ready. He's taking out Estevao, isn't he? No, Garnacho, of course, he sucked ass. No, he was shit. So now, Neto's going to go play on the left-hand side more than likely. Ooh. Ooh, Caicedo gets there. That was a big stretch of run he had to do. You know, the future's bright. The present's bright. They don't have a Caicedo, dude. I'm going to tell you the difference between those two teams. Today, they don't have a Caicedo. We don't have a Lewandowski, which I said in the preview, if we keep quiet, we'll be fine. And, dude, I think it's over. I'm daring say it's over. I'm going to call it now. It might be 2-1, which that's the result I predicted. But this match is over because with one less, I don't see how Barca come back into this game. Especially the fact that we have Santos and Caicedo in the middle, really hard. And Barca is too dignified to try to play long balls. So they're not going to fare very well if you ask me. But it's long ball time. If you have Lewandowski, you know, but... Ooh, Andres Santos, they gave him the foul. Lewandowski and Fermin Lopez out. He puts in the center back now. And Rafinha, dude. Hansi Flick ate this game, if you ask me. I don't know enough in terms of injuries that could justify some of his actions, but broadly, as a matter of fact, I think the goal a lot has to do with the fact that there wasn't a center back. That Christensen should have happened in the first half, not even waited to second half. If you ask me, he took a risk there. Did the lap just elbow some dude in the face? I really hope he didn't. He got in trouble for that just a week ago. Man, 2-0 up against Barcelona. Thank you so much. I really needed this, Chelsea. I really needed this. I was having kind of a rough week, man. I appreciate it, guys. It's just beautiful. There you go. See, Fernandez is controlling the game now. He's not turning, none of our pivots are. Well, Caicedo always does, see. Quick on the turn when he receives, but we seem to be just controlling the match now. I'm not a fan of that. I don't think that's our best. So I'm okay with us doing that for a little bit, but not for too long. We lost the ball unnecessarily. This is over for Barcelona, amigos. I haven't said that about Chelsea, especially against a position like this, in the longest time, but I'm going to tell you why I think it's over. Because one, the red card. Two, I don't see the patterns of play, and I think he just now corrected Hansi Flick for his mistake, and we're deciding to control possession. Good job, the lap dropping deep. Estevao, don't hurt these people anymore. Hey, make a run to the lap. Uh-oh. Look at James all up in the field, all up bombing forward. We haven't seen you there in a while, sir. Feel free to do it today. Correa doing really well. He held him off. He fouled him, but he held him off. He held Yamal off. Yamal was turning on, and so did Pedro Neto. That I even like better than what we had before. Neto and Cucurella on Lamine Yamal. That works. Very hard to play. Neto is just so aggressive on the press, so aggressive defensively. And we're actually not... Oopa. We're doing okay to control the ball, but we're a little sloppy, to be honest. Just that Barcelona are doing worse than us. But they're going to turn it up now. I'm going to tell you this, the next 10 minutes. Barcelona's going to turn it up. The lap. We have Rafinha. Wow, Rafinha hasn't been able to get into the game. Of course, they haven't been able to make it past the midfield. James sent... is that Balde? It was an accidental little elbow there, a little forearm action. No harm, no foul. Well, foul, but no harm. Ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea have won this match. I called that at minute 60. And now it's just kind of boring for us. We're just going to see this through. I'm very confident. Oh, no. And Pedro Neto now on the counter. It's 4 against 1. Somebody needs some support. Holy shit, he's fast. Holy shit, he's fast. Oh, Pedro Neto. Oh, good job, sir. Man, that guy's physically... God dang it. That guy's amazing, man. He's fast. Good. He had somebody in the second post, but not a clear path for passing. He did look up. Change his mind. Decides to take the shot. Ooh, try to put it, get a little nutmeg action. Man, he left them behind. I was going to say, I was just going to justify again the switch into having the lap in. Again, that first post thing, not a fan. Although the play almost happened, I'm not a fan of doing that over and over. Oh, wow, the lap. Play Esteban wide. Play Esteban wide. A little bit behind him. Play behind. Oh, Fernandez. Oh, that was a good play. That was a good play. Wow, Neto gonna press that goalkeeper there. Opa. Chalama making the clearance. Nice. I mean, Caicedo, great job. Now they're in trouble again. Play the lap through. Play the lap through. Why are you waiting so long? Now you're gonna play Fernandez. Play him through on 1-on-1. He gives it to the lap. Who finishes? 3. You dumbass. How could you have been offside? Who was offside? Who was offside the lap? Oh no, Fernandez. We were too slow. We need to be a little bit quicker to move the ball. Okay, goal check. Vamos, tres! Yes! Yes, he was onside. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Vamos, 3-0. Europe. Estebao's here. Cole Palmer's not back yet. I doubt the 38th season. I said this at the beginning of the season. I doubt the 38th season Premier League for this young team. But Europe, be careful. If we make it into top 8 this first one, then it's knockout football. Knockout football, this team can beat anybody, almost any night. Beware. 3-0. Now it's a statement. Now it's humiliating. And let me tell you something. Hansi Flick really screwed up this match, if you ask me. They're lost. This is going to be 4 or 5 because they're choosing not to defend. Look at that line. What a horrible line from Barca. Oopa, 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 oopa. Look at that offside. Sharp distance. You know, I was wrong about the match prediction, and I'm so happy that I was wrong. Me in an effort to never be wrong at anything, Chelsea did score 2 goals. Perla, don't take the shot. No, that was terrible pass. That was a terrible shot pass, Fernandez. The match does call for shallow ba. Shallow ba. Man, Hansi Flick is lost. It really sucks to have one man down, but I think he was just wrong all game long. Release the lap. Pearl. Second, Estebao. Yes, Estebao. You got it, Daddy. Daddy, oh, La Perla. Man, there was too much. There was too much juice on the lap pass. It ain't over till it's over. But it was over in the 60th minute. Wow. For the story. For the storyline, amigos. Yamal taken off the field. You got owned, son. You got owned by Cucurella. Owned. And it got worse in the second half when Pedro Neto came onto the side. Because Pedro Neto is a defensive monster. Oh, wow, Rafinha. Caicedo recovers and we're out of danger. Dude, the lap is always up into some... Ooh, the lap. The lap, you inappropriate bastard. He elbowed him in the face. Is he gonna get a yellow or a red? Dude, is he gonna try to get the lap out right now in this change? That would be fucking crazy. Tyreek George? James, yes, for a Champong. Absolutely. See the game out. Gittins, I haven't seen him, but we didn't need to. We need rest for the Arsenal game. This is actually good, man. Is he getting Caicedo out? I wouldn't mind if he gets Caicedo out. Who's the other change? I don't mind, amigos. If you want to give Caicedo rest for Arsenal, or the Pearl, Enzo, I actually should be the one to get a rest. No, it's Esteban, which I don't understand makes any sense in terms of rest for Arsenal, but okay. Maybe protection. I would just get the rest as much as I can for every Esteban. You are the future, the present. Wow, this is just under control. I don't even know what to say. Wow, it looks like Barca are settling, so are we for our little score. We're just good. Gonna see this out, amigos. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm working on the thumbnail because I think it's it might be 4-0. I might have to redo that part, but Fernandez, amazing match. Gittins taking on his man. Does he do better than Garnacho? No, he doesn't. We got two the same like players there. You know, one's younger, I guess. So no, this is beautifully boring. Just beautifully boring. Wow. We just pooped all over him today, man. That's why Barcelona hates. Wow. Look at that. No press. Barca just quit the match, dude. They don't want to get further humiliated. And we should humiliate them. Because we want to be in their heads, dude, forever. This is a new team. We want to get in their head. Who is it that they wanted? They wanted Pedro Neto. I don't blame them. They're coming after our players, guys. I'm telling you that right now. Not just Barca, everybody is. It ain't over till it's over. But this is over. Since the 60th minute, I called it. You know, Chelsea have had a lot of difficulty holding off results. You know, seeing out games. But today I felt Barca was not going to do it. When I saw that they didn't adapt the center back quickly and bring in Rafinha or tactically move what was happening with Lewandowski, I'm like, what are you doing? This is just a beautiful thing that we're seeing. Cucurella still run. No, Cucurella was dumb AF. Completely unnecessary. Completely unnecessary, Cucurella. What are you doing, my friend? Just see this out. What a beautiful. I mean, I think I want a fourth goal. I'm happy. I don't need anything more. But I think a fourth one really hurts their feelings. 3-0 is like you got beat harshly. 4-0, you got your ass whooped. And I like them having that in the back of their mind. Making him nervous whenever they come back to this stadium, whenever they have to face us. I think more coming back to Stamford Bridge, because I think in Barcelona they're going to be, regardless, always aggressive. Yep, I'm just handling business, man. Give us a fourth, son. Give us. Oh, you should have popped in the right back. Who was coming in on the right? Oh man, you're being too nice. We're being too nice. I don't like that. I don't like that. And why is the stadium not doing ole, ole? Oh, oh, oh. Andrei, play it. Gittins, take him on, take him on, take him on, take him on, take him on. Oh man, give us a fourth. What does it matter? Don't put a cross in. Now's not crossing time. I can't wait to see the celebration, man. Oh, man, 600 passes in the last 5 minutes. Man, everybody's getting their stats up real good right now. They're just doing it now, like ole ole. Hey. Okay, Gittins, beat your man. There's space. That you're obligated as a winger to do that. Fernandez curl it in. Chalo, play it back. Play it back. We got one left. Please just give Caicedo take a shot. Cuckoo, take a shot. Fuck it. Come on, Cuckoo. Come on, guys. I don't like the cross. I don't like that we crossed the ball. When now these dudes are just gonna die out, obviously. It is over. 2 seconds. It is over, amigos. Chelsea 3, Barcelona 0. Very well deserved. Hansi Flick blew the match. We did extraordinarily well. Esteban is king. That is what my match review is going to be. Thank you for those that joined during the match. I think I had low engagement today because, of course, I disconnected for a little bit for a couple of matches. So I'm back now. Thank you, everybody that joined. Thank you, Chelsea Football Club. I'm so excited that we're back in the Champions League, that we're making things happen. It just feels so, so glorious. And as always, all I can say is, come on, you Blues.